floss tube. So my name is Danielle. I am the NV Slow Stitcher. I'm on Instagram under that name. And tonight I'm coming to you to kind of give you some updates on my cross stitch, my whips. I do have a finish. I have a life update. As you probably saw at the beginning, I did kind of post that we're expecting a baby, another grandbaby. We are expecting a little girl. She should be due probably the beginning of June. Her name is going to be Wiley Wayne Jensen. And we're all excited to have a girl. We have a grandson. He's 5, Marshall Bruce, and his sister will be here in June. So very excited about that. So yeah, some whips. I have a finish, 2 new starts, a purchase, and some giveaways. It kind of seems like we're not allowed to say that word, the G word. Not sure, so I hope the YouTube or FlossTube police don't, get me in trouble for that. And then some little bits of news that I've heard on some floss tubes. So let's go ahead and get started. So my new starts, I'm sure you all have seen the Blessing Sampler by the Camping Stitcher. I don't remember when I started it. It was a couple of days into January, I think it was. And I have kind of been messing around a little bit with iMovie for Apple. So I'm going to try to insert a picture of the Blessing Sampler here, hopefully. It might end up here. Don't know yet, but I have kind of figured it out a little bit. But this is where I am so far on the Blessing Sampler. I'm not sure if I am enjoying my color choices. So I decided to use the Sulky Variegated black and then red for like the little pops of hearts here. I'm not sure I'm loving it with the variegated border and things like that, but it's the Sulky 4106. So it's this color here. So it's got some greens and blues and reds and yellows in it. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm loving it. I am gonna finish it because, there's only a few more days to January, and to have blessings all year, you gotta finish it. But I figure I'll finish it this way, and then if I truly don't like it, I can always go back later and stitch it. I did change, if you'll notice, like the D for Danielle and Denim, K for Kyle, Kayla, Connor, M for Marshall. And I might go back and pick out the W for Little Miss Wiley. So yeah, that's where I am on this. Oh, I'm probably gonna pick out the B too for Denim's girlfriend and Wiley's mom, Brittany. But that's where I am on that. So I do need to kind of get working on that so I can have it done by the end of January and have some blessings for the year. So that's the first one I've been working on. And my next one is, and I took notes again, but I see that I did forget to write down one of the whips I've been working on. But the Blessing Sampler is on 14 count Aida. I don't know the name of the fabric because it is, it came in one of those stitch quarterlies. But see here, I'm messing up left and right. Actually, what I'm showing you right now is new starts, not whips. So my next new start, which also is a purchase, is Be Mine by the Camping Stitcher. And I am doing mine on I have 2 projects in this bag. I really should have been a little bit more prepared with that part of it. I'm doing mine on the Minty Green Opalescent 14 count. And I did change the colors just because I didn't have them in stock, or not in stock, on hand. So I did change all the colors. So for Be Mine, it's still pinks, but just different pinks. And that's where I am on that. And I don't know if you can see the sparkles in there, or even if it's really showing up how green it is. It's that minty green. It came in my Stitch Quarterly that winter that I showed last video. So far I'm liking it. I was actually thinking about doing some pops of a different color, and I'll kind of show you that when I get to my purchases. And these are the colors that I chose. So see, they're still kind of the same, a little bit darker. They're kind of showing up orangey on the camera, at least from my perspective. But that's what we got for that. And then those were my only 2 new starts. And then I thought I would talk about, I'm sure you've heard me talk about our local LNS and how some of the stuff they gave me after their big sale and the stuff that didn't sell they gave me. So my husband and I were talking about getting a storage unit to put all the Christmas decorations in so that we didn't have to continually go up and down the stairs, because we have a lot and our basement is unfinished and all that good stuff. So we were talking about that, and my husband made the comment. He made the comment, yes, if we get a storage unit, then you can put the rest of your cross stitch stuff in the storage unit and I can have more room in the shed. And I said, what are you talking about? There's no cross stitch stuff in the shed. Now, our shed is just a tin shed. It's dirt floor. It's nothing extravagant, nothing fancy. And he's like, yeah, you have 2 totes out there with cross stitch stuff in it. I said, no, I wouldn't leave that in there. So we went out to the shed, and sure enough, I have 2 big totes of patterns that her name is Gayla. She used to own Creations here in Ely. So she gave me all those patterns to use or sell or give away or whatever. That was her way of helping when my dad got sick and we had to drive 4 hours for treatments and stuff. So yeah, I've been going through that, and I've found some fairly older patterns that are kind of neat that I kind of do have for the G word today. First one that I will show, and I figured I'd show them one like now and one in a little bit and one towards the end. So this one, it says Nora, so it's a Nora Corbett. I don't know. Oh, Fairy Roses by Nora Corbett. And there was actually 2 of these, so I'm going to keep one for myself. And I thought she'd be pretty cute to do during the summer. I actually thought about kind of doing her like on a darker blue sky looking fabric. So this is the first giveaway. Oh, I said giveaway again. Darn it. So that's number 1. I do apologize. I am in the middle of a hot flash, so whew. And I figured I would have you guys answer a question. So the question's going to be, how did you learn how to cross stitch, or who taught you how to cross stitch? And obviously, you know, you can leave those answers in the comment box below. And then finishes. I have one finish, and it is the Prairie School Santa from the 1989. I wrote 98, but it's 89. I know that. And it's for my son Denim. And that is that. Hopefully I'm not too far away. Kind of moved my camera back a little bit. Kind of see if that worked a little bit better than being up close. And I did him on 10 count Mocha Tule with all the called for colors except for the embers in the lantern. They were the same color as the belt there, and I kind of wanted them to have a little bit of pop of orange, so I changed that to Weeks Dye Works Marmalade. Yay, first finish of 2024. Is it considered a finish in 2024 if you've started it in 2023, however? I'm going to say yes. Okay, and my whips. My cat is snooping around under the weight bench. My whips. The first one is Poinsettia by Carol Manning Designs. Sorry. I tried to be prepared and I'm still making crinkly noises and all that stuff. So there's Poinsettia by Carol Manning Designs. And this is my progress. So I did finish that first block there. And I figured what I'm going to do is there's 9 blocks to this. So I think one of my goals is going to be to finish 1 block a month. And then I should have it done by September, which is plenty of time to FFO it. So that's my first whip. And I figure this is probably a good time to do the G word number 2. So this is a leisure art pattern, and it's called Liberty Angel. She is very pretty, but I believe there's 2 of these also, so I'll keep one for myself and give one to you guys. I don't know if you can see her very well. There we go. She's very pretty. Very patriotic. So that is number 2. Also answer the same question that I said earlier, which is, how did you learn to cross stitch, or who taught you to cross stitch? So I need to put my little card back. There's been a couple of cross stitchers on FlossTube that I have seen that have been putting all their info on like little index cards. And I kind of liked that idea. So I started doing that, but I definitely need to get it back into the appropriate project bag. Otherwise it could be lost forever, since I do have a dog that likes to eat things. Oh, and I failed to mention, Poinsettia is done on 10 count, or excuse me, not 10 count, 14 count Cream and Sugar by Fiber on a Whim, all the called for colors. My next whip is Winter Tranquility by Twin Peak Primitives. So there's the pattern with my little note down there, sorry. And this is done on 14 count Hazy Gray by Fabric Flair. And that is my progress. So I got some more of the tree done, the cardinal, and a couple of the snowflakes there and snow on the tree. Hopefully this next 2 weeks I can finish the tree and start the house. I'm really itching to start the house. That's my progress there. And I did change all the colors. I will list all the colors in the comment section. I did notice that there is a couple of colors that I need to kind of go find, like the cardinal's beak and like the dark black looking part of his face. And there was one other color that I needed to go kind of convert. But these are the colors that I'm using. And like I said, I'll go ahead and list them in the comment section. And I'm excited to kind of see how it's going to turn out. Hopefully I love it. If I don't, I guess I will restitch it with the called for colors. Okay, and the G word number 3 is called American Feathered Friends by I don't even know how to say her name. Marjoram Baston? Sorry guys, I'm sure I butchered that. But here's the G word number 2. It's really cute. There was actually there's like 3 or 4 of them in here in my totes. So I will probably be giving away a couple more of these at some point. But today, just one. And again, you're going to answer the same question. How did you learn how to cross stitch, or who taught you how to cross stitch? And then purchases. So I think I talked about in my last floss tube about putting your floss on the floss drops, and that I had watched a couple of videos on how to do that, and that you guys made it look very easy, and it's not very easy. So I got onto Etsy and kind of was looking around. Well, I actually had seen it in the Camping Stitchers floss tube, one of them, that her husband makes some stuff, and that he makes like a I honestly don't even know what you call it, floss winder for floss drops. So I got this Scott's Mountain Crafts. I believe that is the Camping Stitcher's husband. So I have tried this. It does make the floss a little bit shorter than what I usually stitch with, but I have noticed over the last couple of days, I did the Be Mine. I did that floss on this and then put it on my pumpkin floss drops because I don't have any other ones at the moment, waiting for those to come in. And it is a little bit shorter lengths. I usually do an arm's length of floss, which I don't have a horrible time with knots, but I do get knots frequently, and I have noticed doing the Be Mine, it doesn't knot up as much, so there might be something to having smaller lengths of floss. And then, got my stuff here. Like I said, so Be Mine, I did purchase that. and it is a new start and a whip. And then I also purchased, again, the Camping Stitcher, Love You Most. She really has a lot of great designs. I'm just kind of really loving it. I hope that's close enough for you guys to really see it. I'm also going to do that one on the 14 count mint green opalescent. Again, I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, I think you can. It's really pretty. And actually for that one, and you probably kind of saw it when I showed you the colors for Be Mine. So Be Mine is going to be these pinks that are kind of, to me, they look a little bit orange on my phone. And then the Love You Most, I'm going to do in these purples. And I thought those colors look really nice with that minty green. And then my idea was, I don't know if I should, oh, I'm getting stuck here. So in Be Mine, I was thinking about adding some pops of the purple into it, because the Be Mine I'm doing in all the pink, and then the Love You Most in the purples. So I thought I would do maybe a couple of these little hearts in like the dark purple. And then the Love You Most I'm doing in the purples. And I thought I could do some little pops of the pink in here, like with also with the little hearts and stuff. I thought that would be a really neat way to kind of tie them together. So we'll have to see. Hopefully my idea works and looks good. Let's hope. There's nothing like trying to step outside of your comfort zone and change the colors, and then it's all done and you're like, oh, I don't like that. Because then, you know, do you restitch it, or do you just live with it, or do you just put it away and kind of forget about it? It would break my heart to kind of put it away and forget about it. I try not to do that. I try to finish everything I do, but sometimes you just have to let it go. Sorry, I had to wet the whistle there. Okay, and then I wanted to talk about some things that I had heard on a couple of floss tubes. So just looking over the notes that I took. Lindy Stitches and Hands On Designs. I don't know if you watched Hands On Designs floss tube video they had like a week or two ago. It was kind of cute. Her husband was on there, and she was showing some beach themed pieces that she designed and stitched. And then she was talking about the superb owl stitch in that her and Lindy Stitches are doing on February 11th. It's from 2 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The tickets are $39. I don't know if I can link that link to buy the tickets in my description box, but you can definitely go to Hands On Designs. It is there, and I actually did go today and purchase my ticket. I thought it'd be kind of fun to attend. They're gonna have the speed dating like they did in the Jingle Ball, stitching tables, a finishing table, and they're gonna have like where, like, if you have thought about kind of designing your own cross stitch or breaking out into that kind of avenue of cross stitch, it sounds like they're going to have like a question and answer help tips kind of thing also. And I thought that was kind of cool because I don't know about any of you, but I've had fleeting thoughts of that. I just don't even know how to begin any of that, or even if my ideas would be that great. And I don't know about anybody else, but I have split days off. So I usually can't ask for a lot of time off, and I have to kind of give a bunch of notice to be able to take time off. So I can't really go to retreats. So I'm really loving these online retreats that you can go to that are like a day long or a weekend long, but you don't have to leave your home, or you can kind of try to smoosh it in at work, or, you know, I really kind of like that idea. I hope there is going to be more of that. And then the camping stitcher, I watched, was it today? Oh, today, her video she put out, and she was talking about the leap year sale that she's going to start February 29th. And it's kind of, it sounds like there's not like any rules to it or anything. I can't talk, or anything like that. So it starts February 29th. You pick whatever you want to cross stitch, and you try to finish it within that year. And on her Facebook group, it's just going to be hashtag leap year sal. So I kind of was thinking about doing that. I don't know what I would start. Probably something big that I think would take a year to do, obviously. Maybe like my Christmas cubbies, or that one cross stitch the mouse on the excuse me, this one. That'd be cute to do, because if you really worked hard at it, you could probably get it done before the year is over and have it for Christmas. I thought that would be cute to do too. So I don't know. I gotta kind of think about that. I still have a little bit of time. And I think that's all I got for you tonight. As you can see, I think I kind of have the camera, I pushed it back a little bit. I hope you can see more of my background. I guess I could talk about previous finishes really quick. These are the only two Valentine's Day that I have. And this one I did last year. And it's I think it's just called Be My Valentine by Stitching with the Housewives. Oh, maybe I didn't do it last year. I did it the year before, because I entered this into my county fair 2022. And I won first place for this. And this is just in a Mill Hills kit frame. And then I just used some Chelsea checks, Priscilla checks. I never know which one is which. But, and on a side note, I don't know if you can see him from here, but those are probably the best French knots I have ever done in my life. Me and French knots do not get along. Do not. But surprisingly, those ones came out amazing. And then this one, as I knock down all my rose lights and stretch in front of you and all that good stuff. I should have been a little bit more prepared on that part. This one, I honestly don't even know where I found it. There was a companion piece to it, and it's a heart. I know I have it around here somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. And I really want to do it. And I think I did this one probably 8 years ago. But it just says love. And I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I used the gold. I take that back. I used that red sparkly Krynex in it. And I just love the way it came out. And I really need to buckle down and really kind of try to find the heart that goes with this and stitch that, because it's really pretty. I just love it. But if anyone can think of the pattern designer or the book it came out in or anything like that, if you could please leave me a comment in the comment box, because I would love to either find it in my stash or go rebuy it. And I will worry about fixing all that later. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you tonight. I do want to take a moment and thank everyone for subscribing. I believe I'm up to 47 subscribers, and in the big scheme of things, I know that there are some of you that have thousands of subscribers, but I'm very happy with 47. 52 is 47 or 52, I can't remember for sure, but I'm very happy with the subscribers I have, and I thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. If you like what you saw here today, if you could please leave me a comment, hit the like button, and maybe think about subscribing. And don't forget about the 3G words. Fairy Roses by Nora Corbett, number 1. Number 2, Leisure Arts, Liberty Angel. She's very pretty. And then number 3, America's Feathered Friends. Okay, so I think that's all I have for you guys. Have a good night.